it's just, Amanda Serrano is one of the greatest pressure fighters I've ever seen in my life. Legitimately, across any combat sport. She's unbelievable. Doesn't give a shit about any combination you throw. Just presses forward all the time. And it's like, my offense is going to be better than your defense and better than your offense. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Welcome back to the channel. Haven't done one of these in a little bit. Boxing's been kind of iffy the last couple of months, really, since early May, but we have some things worth talking about. We have a lot worth talking about this month. So we are bringing back film studies, though, because this month we have a bunch of fights. And this week in particular, we have a bunch of fights we're going to get into for a full in-depth preview that goes fight by fight. Go to the Mandatory channel, the Mandatory with Bryan and Chantel. That's my boxing show that I do weekly. We did an hour-and-a-half preview, and we went through damn near every fight that's going down this weekend. On this channel, we're going to focus on the film for the two main events specifically. We're going to do Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano 3. That's this video. Otherwise, we're going to do Hamza Shiraz, Edgar Berlanga. Baddest boxing fights. Shout out to that channel. They had a fan cam. So instead of using the imagery that may get me flagged, we have some other access in terms of what we can use for film. So Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano 2. Amanda Serrano, one thing she's going to be doing consistently is bringing that pressure, as we know. And if you don't know, if you're new, you're casual, this is what she does. She tries to back you into a corner. Katie Taylor wants to win off movement, counterpunching, speed, of which she still has at damn near 40 years old. Amanda Serrano's an excellent pressure fighter, one of the best body punchers I've ever seen. Not going to be as strong at 140 as she is at, say, 126, which is, I think, her best weight class. But this is still a very, very much a pound-for-pound fighter. Elite. Both of them. So here we go. Serrano. She tries to open up that left hand. Look at Katie Taylor here. Boom. Sneaks in a right hand, and then boom. Nice uppercut. Right hand, left uppercut combination. Just ha ha. That's beautiful. It's awkward doing it in your seat, but it feels great on the bag or the pads. If you know, you know, I suppose. So she gets popped here, but check this out. Amanda Serrano, she's staying in the pocket. This is the thing, like, no matter how much you hit her, and she can get hit. That's part of the, that's part of why the judges probably weren't necessarily favoring her work, even though they should have. Like, Amanda Serrano does get hit, but man, she gonna hit you back. Look, tries to open up with a jab there. And then here she gets tagged with the left hand because Katie Taylor's reading this well. Boom, sneaks in that left hook when Amanda Serrano's throwing that straight left that catches the top of her head. So Amanda Serrano pushing forward, slow motion. Misses that left hook, Katie Taylor. Serrano not in range anymore because Katie Taylor steps way back. So Amanda tries to pop in this jab, boom, from very short range. And then Katie Taylor, she loves throwing these speed combinations. She could throw off the back foot here too. Like, so this is a little, it's not the most accurate. So you see the left hand doesn't really get much behind that. Straight right hand, not much there. The left hook, not a ton there. Just kind of pounds Amanda Serrano around the shoulder area. But then boom, all sets up that straight right hand. Boom, that Amanda Serrano just kind of eats. See, and this is where Katie Taylor wants to fight. Just moving. Serrano sets up to throw that left hook and gets caught right to the head. And now Katie Taylor moving again. Good body shot from Serrano there. Pressuring. See, but after a while, as Katie Taylor's countering, that pressure does start to get to you. These pressure fighters who have chins, who have just that will to just stay in your face the entire time, that, it's exhausting for them, but it's exhausting for you too, because you're trying to avoid it. You ever played the bathhouse mission in Splinter Cell, Chaos Theory? At the end, when you have a time limit to try to get all the mines out of the walls and shit, no one knows what I'm talking about, but yo, it's the craziest mission. No one, except for the people who play that shit, know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyway, gave me nightmares. Round 4, look at this flurry. Look at the pressure here. This is great pressure fighting. Just boom, boom. She takes a couple shots, but look, right to the body. and then to the head. That is a tremendous response. We're gonna back all the way up now. Katie Taylor, she starts winning this exchange, right? So we're here, not in range, not in range, not in range. There's the headbutt. There's one of the headbutts that Amanda Serrano and her team have been complaining about since the last fight ended. Boom, beautiful, beautiful right hand. The way she just slips that in here, just bang. Katie Taylor backs up. She got that bounce in her step. Amanda Serrano's like, cool. She eats a left hook here and a right hand. But now look, that's good 2 punches from Katie Taylor there. But she backs up, but now she's backing up into the ropes. And Amanda Serrano actually knows how to cut off the ring. 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom. Beautiful. Beautiful. Slow motion. Boom, boom, right through the guard. Right through. Bang! And here comes the right hand. Boom! Because Katie Taylor's trying to respond and get to that left hand quickly. But it wasn't a 2-punch combination. She threw that right hook behind it. Just beautiful, beautiful 1, 2, 3 combination. The basics. The basics. I tell you guys this. The basics. That should have win you fights. It probably should have won Amanda Serrano this fight. It did not. But, you know, the basics with some good judging. So right before this, Amanda Serrano called a little shot. The response is really what matters here. Plays with the jab a little bit. Let me find the range so I could throw this big left hand. Yep, boom. And gets out of range. Look at that. Slick boxing for someone who doesn't get enough credit for her defense. This is great. This is great. Full speed. Boom. Slips that left hand in there. Watch the whoop. Just gets right out of the way of that counter punch from Katie Taylor. Here we go. It's like every time Amanda Serrano, like she's putting on the pressure, she's trying to close the gap, she's trying to cut off the ring. And then Katie Taylor, like right before Amanda Serrano settles in and tries to get in the pocket and fight on the inside, she responds with a flurry, like just a quick little flurry. Like, here we go, look. Boom, boom, boom. Not gonna let you settle in. Not gonna let you try to like make this an inside fight. So boom, boom, slow motion. Serrano settles right here, or is about to, and then Katie Taylor just cuts her off. Boom, little flurry. Doesn't get all of it, but enough to be like, yo, I'm still here. Like, we're still dictating the terms, and I want to make this my fight. That's good stuff. Now Amanda Serrano, you can see her trying to find that range, you know, throw that jab rather, and trying to see where the range is for her. It's not really there. She's trying to like create an angle. It's not really there. But now look. Now she's fighting on the front foot. She's got Katie Taylor on the back foot. And it's not just wasted movement. You know what I mean? Look at this. So Katie Taylor does a good job of getting out of the corner. She eats a straight left hand for her troubles. And still backpedaling. Lands a nice left hand there. But this is why, like at the end, it felt like Katie Taylor got exhausted. It was the groundwork that Amanda Serrano laid out throughout the fight. See, now we're in the last few rounds, and that pressure is adding up. See, Katie Taylor's stationary now. She's not moving as much. Look at the volume from Amanda here. Accuracy, too. Like, a lot of these are landing. More of these than Katie Taylor should want to tolerate are landing. Round 8. Uppercut hook. Couple more shots. Again, takes a couple shots there. Katie Taylor landed some nice counters, but the volume just wasn't quite there, which is why I was surprised she won it when the scorecards were read. Volume punching isn't always the way. In this fight, though, I think it clearly had an impact. Good shots. So here, Katie Taylor gets a point deduction for headbutting in round 8. Nikisa Badarian, right here, Jake Paul's business partner. Watch how happy he gets that they finally take a point away from Katie Taylor for the headbutts. He's like a football coach, bro. Look at Nikisa. He's like, yes, finally, yes. Amanda Serrano looks over. She notices too. She's like, damn, bro. Honestly, this is where I thought Amanda Serrano was going to win the fight. I was like, man, she's getting a point deduction in her favor too. I was stunned she lost after that. Before this fan gets up. What was this combination here? Let's see. Ah, okay. Just tap the glove with the left. The right hook. So Katie Taylor gets her glove just knocked away and then boom, just eats. I mean, look, they exchanged. I mean, she lands a left hook here too, in fairness, but Amanda Serrano gets a very telling left hand there that causes these two fans to just pop back up. And now we're in the pocket again. Second win for both of them. Katie Taylor holding up well here, as a matter of fact. But again, the volume. But listen, her accuracy. Again, I'm not sure she got, like, I think Amanda Serrano got this fight. I don't know if Katie Taylor got enough credit for the accuracy, but again, the volume punching, she just lands a left hook here, but she took like 4 or 5 shots to get here. Watch the left. Boom. This is a cleaner shot right here. Cleaner left hook there. Again, takes an uppercut, takes a right hook. Body shot too. Amanda Serrano's the better body puncher here for sure. You get your flurry off. Cool. We're back into the uppercuts to the body, now to the head. Smother inside. We're fighting on the inside. I'm comfortable there. I'm near the ropes. Cool. Like, and then Katie Taylor just holds. Ooh. Tough right hand. Snuck that one in there. And now Amanda's back to it. Did she double up on the right hand here? Okay, let's see. Slow motion. Nothing super clean there. Gets a right hand in there, though. And a left uppercut, it looked like, to the body. Not sure she got all of it, but can't really tell from this angle, to be fair. Boom. Look at that. Another left. Setting this up. Boom. Just in there. And then, yeah, another right hook follows. Right hook. Bang. To the head. Takes a shot. Boom. Gives you another one back. Wins that exchange. Slow motion. Look at this. Left uppercut. You can see that from there. And now Katie Taylor tries to create space. But as she's doing that, as she's trying to push her off to create a little separation, because obviously the pressure is mounting here. Here goes Amanda. Boom. Another right hook. I mean, look at this exchange from both of them. I know Amanda's winning the volume here, but Katie Taylor's landing some clean shots too. Doing good work. Just not as active. But I mean, look, hold on. So here's the combination from Katie Taylor. There's a jab. Not all of it. Right hand. Got some of that. Left hook. Gets her a little bit. And then this last shot. It's the fourth one. Bang. Right hand straight on the button. That's just beautiful work. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 2. Beautiful combination. Flows right into it. And Amanda just keeps pressing forward. Doesn't give a shit about your 1, 2, 3, 2. It does not care. So that, and then look at Amanda. Right back. Look. She takes this combination that we've been talking about from Katie Taylor. 1, 2, 3, 2. Boom, 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 boom. Forward. Here's an uppercut. Like, these aren't landing totally, but in there, and Katie Taylor's trying to smother these punches, get out of the way from the damage being done here. Look, and now she's taking some shots. Amanda Serrano is one of the greatest pressure fighters I've ever seen in my life. Legitimately, across any combat sport. She's unbelievable. Doesn't give a shit about any combination you throw. Just presses forward all the time. And it's like, my offense is going to be better than your defense and better than your offense. Look at this. Are you fucking kidding me? It's amazing. She's amazing. Look at this entire sequence. This fan's getting pissed. Oh. Was that a 2-3? Straight left, boom. Right hook, boom. That's a 2-3. Yep. Mm. Southpaw 2-3 looks beautiful. There's a right. Oh. Oh my goodness. How does she lose this fight? Boom. Left hand. Left uppercut. She took a couple shots too. There's another headbutt. And the decision gets announced. Ah, this girl became a star that night. Everybody followed her on Instagram after this. You freaks. I get it. Look at Eddie Heard. Yeah, Katie Taylor won, despite all that. Okay, let's talk about this briefly. So I thought Katie Taylor would win the last fight. Said it on that preview as well. I looked at the first fight and I was like, man, if Amanda Serrano can't get this decision, and if this is close again, I think Katie Taylor's going to get the nod. I even bet on it by decision. Now, I shouldn't have won that bet, but I did. Judges have been kind to Katie Taylor throughout her career. You can go through the list of fights. There are a couple of majority decisions and split decisions that went her way where it's like, oh, that was a little, or even unanimous decisions where it's a little wider in her favor than I thought would have been the case. But ultimately, the counterpunching does speak volumes, so to speak. The speed is tantalizing when you're watching it, obviously in real time for the first time, and you don't have the luxury of going back and looking at the highlights and seeing what happened and things of that nature. That said, Amanda Serrano, like, I thought she won both fights, but I really think she won the second one. She has a much better case for the second one. If you want to say Katie Taylor won the first one, that's fine. If you want to say she won the last one, like, I'll have some questions. I'm not going to say you're crazy, but I will disagree respectfully. But the first fight, I think the first fight could legitimately go either way. Second fight felt like a Amanda Serrano fight. With this fight, I'm having a hard time. I think if Katie Taylor wins, it's kind of going to be similar, where it's close, but the judges think her work is cleaner if they're judging that way, or if you have judges that reward aggression, which surprisingly you didn't really get much of in the first two fights, and Amanda Serrano would win. But I think if Katie Taylor wins, it's a counterpunching exhibition. It's Amanda Serrano getting hit too much. And fighters age from fight to fight. Both of these women are closer to 40 than they are 30. Katie Taylor, as a matter of fact, is going to be 40 next year. And Amanda Serrano's been a pro for over 15 years, and a high level one for the majority of her career. Katie Taylor as well. She like walked into the door with an Olympic pedigree, with vast amateur experience, and quickly became one of the best champions of women's boxing and in all of boxing. So I think with this fight, if Katie Taylor wins, that's how it's going to be. It's just going to be counterpunching. It's going to be speed making a difference. It's going to be Amanda Serrano getting hit too much. And if Amanda wins, it's going to be rewarding the aggression and also the precision on the inside. And I think this will be close again. But like, there's a world where the trilogy is like, because both of these women are older, it's like, all right, who ages more? Is it the younger Amanda Serrano who's had more fights and more physical fights, or is it the older Katie Taylor who is almost 40, who has a style that's speed based, but what if she's not as quick? And fighters could age a lot from fight to fight, especially after a war like this. So who feels more the after effects from the first two fights, specifically the last one, since it's the last time we saw them? And there's a world where you have to factor in Katie Taylor's champion, but this is in New York. Katie Taylor's the A side. But is she really? MVP is really pushing this. MVP is the loudest promoter. Like, they're the promoters for this. It's not to say, will they allow Amanda Serrano to go down 3-0 to Katie Taylor, especially when she had cases to win the first two times. But man, sometimes in this sport, you have to think of it that way. You have to look at it and be like, man, is this really going to happen this way? Are the powers that be going to let it be, so to speak? I don't think there's going to be anything shady like paying off a judge, or I'm not jumping to that conclusion, but will the judges feel like, will the close rounds just go to Amanda Serrano because they don't feel like it's right, quote unquote, if they go down or she goes down 3-0? These are the things you have to think about. My lean is that Amanda Serrano gets the decision. I don't feel that confident in it. I would probably have a harder time getting to any conclusion if she actually rightfully won the last fight, like by the official judge's decision. And this was a true rubber match. But because she lost the first two, I'll say she gets this one. But don't hold me to it because I'm not betting on it and I'm not that confident in it.